Hello students, welcome back to this online lecture series on internal combustion engine. In previous lecture we have seen prerequisites for internal combustion engine and I hope that all of you have revised that concepts very well. Now in this lecture we will take preview of syllabus. Let's see syllabus in detail. So IC engine syllabus is divided among 4 sections. In first section we will see basic thermodynamics applied to IC engine. Basic thermodynamics applied to IC engine. In next part we'll learn actual working of IC engine. Means we will learn working of two kinds of IC engines which are SI and CI. Then in third section we are going to learn auxiliary systems which are cooling system, then lubrication system and supercharger. And in last section we will check performance of IC engine and exhaust emission coming out of the IC engine. At the same time in module 6 they have included electronic components in modern IC engine. So in introduction module we are going to see classification of IC engine, then parts of IC engine and their materials. So we'll get familiar with different parts of IC engine, their working, and we'll try to find out materials for that part. Then cycle of operation in 4-stroke and 2-stroke IC engines. So many of us are using bikes, but they are knowing what exactly is happening behind that engine, right? Or how that engine is actually working. That we'll see during this lecture. Then fuel air cycle and their analysis. Okay, in previous lecture I have told that air standard cycles like Otto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle are required in IC engine study. Now in addition with that air standard cycles, we'll study fuel air cycles and actual working cycles. Now while shifting from air standard cycle to fuel air cycle to actual working cycle, in between there are different losses occurring. So that losses we have to study. Then there is wall timing diagram. It is also known as VT diagram. Next, in addition to this basic thermodynamics or basics regarding IC engine, few advanced concepts are involved in this module number 1, which are LHR engine, that stands for low heat rejection engine, and second one is homogeneous charge compression ignition engine. Then rotary engine and 6-stroke engine are few of the concepts which are under research. Then in module number 2 we are going to learn working of SI engine. So while studying any of the engine, one sequence we have to follow. We have to follow fuel. Okay, so first how the fuel is introduced to the IC engine. Okay, here it is spark ignition engine. So we supply fuel air ratio to spark ignition engine, or fuel air mixture is supplied to the spark ignition engine. Here we'll see working of carburetor and injection system for spark ignition system. So that is coming under fuel supply, how the fuel is introduced to the engine. In next part, now check, our cylinder is filled with air fuel mixture and it is ready to combust. In spark ignition engine, ignition will not occur on its own. External member is required for ignition, that is ignition system. Okay, so next we'll study different types of ignition systems and requirements of ignition systems. Then now fuel is introduced, ignition is started, now fuel will start combusting. So last part is combustion, how the combustion is occurring in SI engine, then what are effect of different parameters on combustion, that we'll study during this third part. Next, in module number 3 we'll learn working of compression ignition engine. Again same sequence we have to follow. So first we have to look how the fuel is introduced. So here in compression ignition engine, fuel is introduced directly within the cylinder just before ignition starts, right? So we will study different kinds of injection systems used in compression ignition engine. Then in case of compression ignition engine, combustion is taking place on its own. So no any external agency like ignition system is required in compression ignition engine. Hence we have skipped second part and we have shifted to third part, that is combustion. So in third part we'll learn how the combustion is occurring in CI engine and effect of different parameters on combustion phenomena in CI engine. So here I will suggest to use comparative approach for module number 2 and module number 3. Check, in module number 2 we are having fuel supply, then ignition system, then combustion. 3 points are there. In module number 3 also we are having fuel supply, then combustion. But as combustion is taking place on its own, ignition system is only absent. So we can compare easily between SI and CI. And once we are knowing the comparison, we can understand working of both the engines very well. Hence I will suggest to use comparative approach for IC engine study. Next, module 4 is dealing with accessories, or we can say auxiliary systems coming with the engine. Engine requires lubrication, engine requires cooling, engine requires supercharging or turbocharging for better performance. Means if these components are absent, still then my engine will work properly, right? But why these components are present with the engine? These additional systems are increasing performance of our engine, or they are increasing effectiveness or efficiency of our engine. Hence these are called auxiliary systems or accessories coming with the engine. Next, in module number 5 we'll learn different testings, engine testings, and how the performance of engine can be monitored. So there are number of tests that can be performed on IC engine. For this module generally I prefer practical approach. So let's see how it is possible during this period of pandemic. So I will try to give you practical view of this engine testing part. Okay, so here different tests are involved for measurement of brake power, indicated power, frictional power, fuel consumption, airflow, BMEP, that is brake mean effective pressure. We'll study that in module number 1. Then performance characteristics of IC and CI engine in different operating conditions of engine, and last part is heat balance sheet. Okay, so these all tests we have to perform on IC engine to check its performance. Next, engine exhaust emission and its control. Of course, nowadays pollution is one of the major issue, and internal combustion engines are taking much of the share of that pollution. Hence, pollution control is of much importance. Hence, as an engineer, we should study exhaust emission from engines. Hence, here in this point, we'll study the different norms which we are using in India, then different exhaust which are coming out of engine, and the reasons behind excess of that pollutants. Next, in model number 6, we'll study alternative fuels. Okay, and in next section, we'll study basic electronics and basic electronic controls used in IC engine. Okay, for IC engine, we have to perform these experiments. From that, first 4 are theory experiments, means in which I will assign you one write-up, and along with that write-up, few questionnaires will be there. So you can find out answer for that questionnaire from your home and submit it on the location I will share. I will be sharing. Okay. Then these experiments which are colored in blue color are performance experiment. So here two options are available with us. Either we can use virtual lab for this, or we will make shooting of actual performance, and I will share with that I will share that shooting with live shooting of that particular experimentation with you. Let's see which method is more effective in coming period. So reference books. So I will suggest these 3 reference books. First is Internal Combustion Engine by Mathur and Sharma, then Internal Combustion Engine by V. Ganeshan, and Internal Combustion Engine by Domkonwar. These 3 books are required for